Alright guys, hello and welcome to Dungeon Delver. Dungeon Delver is currently in paid access, early access, whatever you want to call it. Over on every Friday they have a price reduction to 25 Robux, but I believe they might be going into full release pretty soon. I could be wrong on the information, but the description does note of a full release soon. Based off of the information in the description, it should be a free game pretty soon, so that's pretty awesome. This game has updated since I've last played. I haven't been playing too much because I wanted to come back a little bit later when they had some more content to, you know, explore and get used to, and it's pretty awesome. I played around in the game with Will a little bit earlier, and we kind of explored all of the stuff. The generate private dungeon will change into generate party dungeon. Dude, it's pretty awesome. So over in the player list, you can click on someone's name. So if I just click on this person, there's an invite to party button, and it's so cool. Basically, it sends them an invite, and you'll have your own little party chat area, and it'll show all of your party members' stats, like your health and your, you know, the mana or whatever this one is, depending on the character, of course. So if it's like Necromancer or if it's Mage, I believe it's mana. If it's Warrior or Paladin, I believe they work on a different mechanic. I want to just say right here, this is cool. This is really cool right here. This is one of their dungeons, one of their, I would have to say, newer designs, because I am unfamiliar with this design. But yeah, it looks really good. The new dungeon looks really good. They added so much, and I actually look forward to playing the game like on hours now, because like I held off on the game for quite a while because I'm usually into tons of content. So if a game is still developing, I want to give them, you know, a fair chance to develop before I make a full opinion like midway. But after returning, bro, let me just show you. Dude, look at how many skills they have since last time. Dude, this is epic. And then level 50, you get an ultimate. Dude, this is so cool. So right now my character is Necromancer, and dude, this is so awesome. Dark Ritual, you can summon a miniature version of a powerful sorcerer. Dude, with the strength of a boss. This is so cool. And then the ultimate, bring out the power of the Grim Reaper who immensely damages everything around you. Like, this sounds really, really awesome, and I really want to check it out now. Like, when a game pushes a ton of updates and they're dedicated to their craft, dude, that's pretty awesome. So definitely a plus on their part. I definitely look forward to playing this game a lot. Full release hopefully will, you know, push a huge community into this game, because this game's really good. The core mechanics, it's a dungeon crawler, it's a roguelike a little bit. I'm not too sure on the specific, you know, genres for this specific game, but I can definitely say it's a dungeon crawler. It's a grindy game. Over in the description they do note that the game is quote-unquote difficult. The game, how I see it, it's not a difficult game. It's just a grindy game, but it's good how it's grindy, because like it's definitely telling you that you gotta work to, you know, progress through the game, and it definitely gives you something to do, and it's pretty awesome. One thing I do have to mention, hopefully you guys have noticed this with me. Will mentioned this when me and him played, and he was using the Mage, but Mage and Necromancer have a similar primary attack with their mouse 1 button, or M1 button. And if you notice, I have flames shooting out in random directions. So the controls for the flames with this particular character are a little bit, weird. Not in a bad way, but in like a kind of confusing way. This might be a put off on some players, because it doesn't feel accurate. This is the only negative thing I can, identify as a potential, flaw. I wouldn't really call it a flaw. So if I aim here, we're good. But if I'm like moving, these will work. But if I gotta move quickly, maybe some of the shots kind of get skewed a little bit. It's easier to see in combat because you actually have targets. But like, some of the shots are like skewed. Like, I'm clicking here, the slight delay in between attacks is what causes this, I would assume. And it's a little bit weird seeing that, I would say if you're gonna play mage or necromancer, you gotta be a little precise with your attack and your cooldown for the attack. But other than that, I believe this character is good, but I feel like some players might not identify that at first. Definitely that was the situation with Will. And I'll play the footage right now so you guys can view.
Okay, send an invite.
To the party? Here
Yeah.
you go. Wow, that's cool. The UI is really cool. Alright, I generated the party dungeon. There's a few things clipping right here. It's really cool. Hold on, wait, does this...
It's still work in progress.
Very true, very true. If I remember from the old days, this dude was able to sell you stuff. But I could be wrong, definitely. I was like, where the hell's all the monsters? This area looks really nice for what it is, so definitely...
I regret everything.
What do you regret?
Shooting, the casting a spell, the base attack is a little bit real.
Like aiming wise or what?
Yeah, aiming.
It does go through multiple enemies, I believe, so I mean, you got that advantage.
I guess, but it doesn't work out very well if I can't hit them.
Very true. You just gotta get used to it, I suppose. The design for this randomly generated, area is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I believe this one has to be one of the newer designs, and it looks really good for what it is. It's a little bit bland in some areas, but I definitely get the idea that it can't be too filled, because you do need some room to kind of move around with. But yeah, other than that, the other characters are pretty awesome. I have a hunter and I have a warrior as my two other characters, and they're pretty awesome. I don't want to, tell you guys what character to play, because I feel like you should enjoy the game how you want to enjoy the game. It's a great game, dude. There's a ton of stats, and it's pretty awesome. With, how mental it might get with stat-wise, and damage, and enemies. But yeah, it's a good, fun game. It's a grindy game. Some of you guys might say, it's a grindy game. I don't have time for that. Yeah, sure. Sure. But if you're a person who plays, tower battles, tower defense simulator, or simulator games, dude, you have plenty of time if you're playing simulator games. The whole concept of simulator games is one repetitive task for the whole progression. Like, we got World 1 over here, we got World 2 over here, we got World 3 over here in a simulator game. We got World 4, but in each area you're doing the same repetitive task. So like, bruh, try this game out. This game, it's grindy, but it's not too repetitive. You unlock skills, you can kill different bosses, you can trade with people. I didn't get into this, but there's trading and it's pretty awesome. They added PvP also. I did not get to check out the PvP stuff, but I did check out the trade stuff. Trading works as in you and a partner can send an amount of value. If you send an amount of value, the other person has to at least put 50% or more of the same value. My bad, of their value. So if I put a sword and the value is like 100, the other person has to put 50 or higher for the trade to appear with 2 buttons. Well, technically the second button. Accept, decline will always be there, but accept will only appear if the condition is met. Of course, this is in place, I would assume, so it's not easy to get scammed or to, you know, not as easy to like farm another account up maybe. But yeah, I can fully understand why they would do that. But this is just on assumptions of what I've seen, you know? If someone's saying, dude, give me that item and I'll give you like all of this stuff, let me just get in the storage real quick. Like that's an obvious scam, so I appreciate the system with the trade mechanics. I do appreciate the system. But yeah, it's a great game. You can check out my first video. My first video has an older version, but it goes with the gameplay and my first, you know, reaction to that current time period of version. I'll have the link over in the eye icon up there, or the video rather in the eye icon. But yeah, check out the game. The link will be down below in the description if you want to check it out. The developer, they seem like, you know, they're keeping it constant, keeping it up to date, adding tons of stuff. So they're doing a good job, and it's really awesome. I'm just gonna rush through this now and see if we can get to the boss room. We'll check it out and then we'll call it there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is a fun game. If I had to give it a score, which I feel like if I gave it a score right now, it would be a little bit biased or, you know, a little bit unfair. Because it's still in the early stages. But if you want a score to kind of get an idea of my own opinion about it, I would say it's probably a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. It's a great concept. It's a remastered. They've done a great job, you know, remaking everything. It's beautiful. The design for the game is really awesome. It's all dark theme. It's pretty cool. But yeah, well, more fantasy rather than dark, I would say. Alright. Hey, they added this dude back. We saw this dude when me and Will played. It's cool seeing this dude, but he's a little bit chonky. He's got... Oh, I did not expect that. He did not do that last time. He did not do that last time. I like the DPS meter. The DPS meter is pretty cool. I did not expect that. Little dude. I did not want him to die. He died too young. Here we go. I think I can... Nah, you can't. It'd be cool if you could just hold down for like the necromancer or mage or archer, rather than constantly click. But alright, it's all good, it's all good. But yeah, you gotta kind of get used to the curvature with the arrow projectiles, with the magic projectiles. It's not really curvature, but like the delay you gotta get used to. It's definitely little awkward of a current design, I suppose, but it's alright, it's alright. But yeah, game good, game very good. Bruh. Boss is chunky. The ability the boss has, I really didn't expect it. It's a really nice, you know, ability visually. It definitely caught me off guard though. Alright guys, thank you guys for all of your support, everyone who viewed the video or had some interest in the game. Check out the game, link down below. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I guess you could wait for the full release access, but I would support them a little bit, maybe, you know, if you can. Because they're doing a good job as far as I can see. But yeah, fun game, good game. Good game? Yes, very good. I do not need a bow. I kind of wish there was a mechanic to get rid of this notification. I wonder if it's an option. If it's an option, I'm gonna disable that. If not, then I would like it to be an option. Bruh. Alright, we wasted too much time inside of there. That happens when you kill the boss and then it has a time period in between, and that was our in-between period. That in-between period is for you to grab the drops. But yeah, game good, game very good. Is that an option? No, as far as I can see it is not. Bruh. Oh well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Check out the game. It's awesome, and I will see you.